Hello. Hi, Gems. Hello. Hello, 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 hello. Well, it is Monday, and I told you guys a week ago that I have a secret. I have been holding a secret all month from you guys. And I think it's time for me to come clean. I think it's time to come clean, right? Y'all think it's time to come clean? I think it's time to come clean. If y'all are ready for me to say what it is, put in chats. Time to come clean, and we'll come clean. Grand Rising, my gorgeous gems, AM salutations, and all of the yummies and goodies. Time to come clean. I know that's right. I know that's right. Hey, hey. Y'all. I'm so ready and excited. Like, I can't wait to tell y'all. I can't wait to tell y'all. So I'm proud to officially say that I am a non-smoker. I still smoke my marijuanas and my Mary Janes and my edibles and all of that. Obviously, no more nicotine. So I quit smoking at the first of the month. Um, I was only buying a couple of packs and I was stretching them as long as I could. And I was only allowing myself up to no more than 5 packs of cigarettes. When I realized I had hit my 5 packs of cigarettes, I knew it was a wrap. And so I no longer smoke. I do smoke quite a bit more of this now, but it's mainly because of the habit, that hand to fist. But anyway, hand them out. I'm okay. Like, guys, I really am okay. Like, I bought me Jolly Ranchers and Starburst, thinking I was gonna just really need them. No, no, not yet, not yet. I'm not saying I have them for when I need them.
We're gonna throw the Jolly Ranchers away though because there's a Jolly Rancher recall in the UK, but I don't give a fuck. They're nasty. You don't like them anyway.
I didn't like the blue raspberry, and I did think that there was distinctively a different
We're gonna just
taste.
there's a cancer-causing ingredient in it, and I don't.
I'm sorry, what?
A cancer-causing ingredient in it. That's what the UK pulled them.
I've had like over half the
I
fucking
know.
bag.
Well,
oh my god!
You know that the USDA doesn't give a fuck about what we eat, so I wouldn't eat it.
Oh my god! I've had like over half the fucking bag.
Well, it's okay. You moved to Starburst.
Yeah.
Let's
Anyway,
see.
so anyway,
if Starburst is made by Hershey's, then we could throw them away too.
I don't know, but I'm mad at the Hershey's Corporation. Like, Hershey's?
I know.
Come on now.
Hello, Gems. Goodbye, Gems.
Anyway, so for me, y'all, okay, so I've been smoking cigarettes since I was 9 years old. I am not kidding you. So this is just me telling y'all more about me, right? Ooh, I like really just got hot all of a sudden. Oh boy. So my entire family pretty much is smokers, whether it's marijuana or cigarettes or cloves, whatever. My family smokes. Anyway, growing up in it, it was not hard to turn to it. It was everywhere. Anyway, I started smoking 9 years old, and by the time I was 11, I was purchasing and smoking my own packs of cigarettes. So I was a full time on board buying my own cigarettes at that time in the 80s. It was a different story, different timeline. Anyway, it's not what it is now. Anyway, all you needed was a note. I don't even think your parents had to actually write the note either. I'm just saying. Anyway, I turned 50 this year. So in May, I turned 50. And, well, I decided since I'm not a homeowner by the time I'm 50, why not be a non smoker? Because I've literally done it for, at this point, half my life, right? And however long I got after 50, I want it to be making smart decisions. So I'm excited. Okay, with that being said, I have some lung conditions that are another contributing factor of the reason I quit. So I had a pretty bad lung scare back in the holidays, and it was my fault. Like nobody did it to me; it was my fault. So anyway, with that being said, it kind of got said jump started the psyche that this Gemini brain needed to like think, huh. And be honest, because ownership is the biggest part here, and it was scary as fuck. Literally, like, kind of feeling my lungs, like, feeling like they were compressing, like I was losing air. It was scary. It was scary. Anyway, I have said healed from then and still continued with just moving through the house, doing everyday chores. I'm winded. I get winded quite easy. Walking around the other day, like where I used to walk and walk and walk, I was winded, and I'm like, I can't even go up and down every aisle. I can't do this. um, so changes were made. So I call her Mama Dukes, and that's all I'm gonna say. But Mama Dukes reminded me of a perspective that I needed to change, right? And if I have said date etched in brain, and if I want to make it to said date etched in brain, I won't if I continue at the rate I'm going. So I needed to replace the vision of what I saw, right? And at least that was the concept. But it stuck with me. Although it didn't fit, it stuck with me. And that's all I needed. It stuck with me. It stuck with me. And then I made it fit. So at the beginning of this month, I knew I wanted something so bad that I thought at that time I might even want it more than cigarettes. And at that point, nothing in life, and I do mean nothing, including everything up into, it never made me want to quit smoking. And I've been through a lot of shit. I know you guys already know. Anyway, I have this big love in my heart for animals. And Binks and Chloe really opened opened that part of me up. Just blew it wide open. And now that they are flourishing, doing amazing, both neutered and spayed, both living their best life, it was time for me to have my own too. And I couldn't afford it, and that is me being honest, guys. With me strictly on my disability and the support that I get from the gems that uh help me, um that was just enough for me to support and get through. Well, I knew if I gave, and I smoked Newport, y'all. I didn't smoke GPCs. I didn't smoke the cheaper ones. I smoked the freaking fucking most expensive ones out there. So I knew how much money I would be saving. And I knew that amount of money would be enough to support my familiar. So this morning, for the first time, I put on my channel, I introduced Mr. Kaneko to you guys. He is a 8 pound, 2-year-old black, beautiful boy. I did adopt him. I do have his adoption papers. I have his microchip. He is neutered. He's rabies current, up to date, everything. Like he literally just got everything when he had surgery now 3 days ago. Um, because he just started breaking his 2-year molars. They do know he's like literally 2, so I could give him the date anytime to start 2 and he would be 2. So the day I brought him home, which was the 17th, that was his birthday. So his official birthday for his microchip, everything is January 17th. Um, so and he was born 2 years ago, so that makes him also a dragon. So I now have another dragon, and now 3 sons that are Capricorn. But anyway, Kaneko is my newest baby. He his today is the 4th day. So 4th day from surgery. So today the stitches or sutures start dissolving or absorbing. So uh, it's wonderful. He's been kind of in solitude just to acclimate, and also because he really no high jumping or anything like that because he was only at that point 2 days out of surgery, but they let me bring him home. Anyway, so I'm so he's everything I needed. But anyway, he is a large breed. I don't know exactly what kind of like exact breed he is. I'm sure he's some mixed tabby. I don't know. But here's the backstory I do know. He was not feral. He was owned, and his mommy got sick and she couldn't care for him. Due to her medical condition, they allowed her to surrender him because he was in excellent condition. They knew he would be right out. And that's exactly what happened to him. He was there literally 2 weeks and out. So he's very healthy. They said he was very spoiled and very loved. And so I'm going to continue that. I had no intentions going in. I was only going to celebrate my little win because I was proud of myself for now getting comfortable with saying, I think I'm getting used to saying, I like this. Like, I quit smoking. No, I'm a non smoker now. And I didn't do it with vices. I didn't do it with medicine. I didn't do it with patches. I did it with will and determination. And that's what I wanted. I just needed to make it my way, fit me. And I had a beautiful reminder of that. And I'm glad I didn't give up on myself. So you guys don't give up on yourself. So with that being said, Kaneko has stuff now on the wish list. There are some things like that me and his Aunt Michelle, his Mimi, have already stabilized. For now, he has nothing that he needs at all whatsoever except for a taxi. I did put a couple of taxis on there, and I added just some stuff on there. Like, yes, he has toys. Yes, he's got some of the cutest cat dishes because his Aunt Mimi got him together. He has one tower. It's not a big tower. It's like for kittens or small, medium cats. But so down the road, I'm going to start saving up and I'll get him one for the living room. And but he's not ready for that anyway. So one is sufficient, but he's got his own blankies. He's got his own bathroom. I took my time. I found a very good food. I did want to go with Blue Buffalo, but Blue Buffalo is a bit expensive. And although it's still affordable since I quit smoking, I wanted to make sure it was also consistent. So I compared all of the ingredients, and there's a maker's mark at Sam's that I went with that was comparable to Blue Buffalo. So today is his first day, but I am winging. So there's a little bit of the hill science that he was on at the Humane Society. So I will be winging him off that because that's just too expensive for too small of bags. Like, just that's so far out of my price range. So Is Brother Thomas in here? I haven't seen him yet. How is he doing with the dog? Well, so right now, it's just a matter of them getting used to each other's smell. He's two, and he's so mild and well mannered. I really think they're gonna be best friends. Like he didn't hiss at him when we brought him in the house in the box. When he heard Cole, Cole came right up to the box and sniffed. They kind of both sniffed. He didn't hiss. He didn't meow. Cole didn't freak out. Everything was very calm, very kosher. Um, they've smelt each other under the door. They didn't freak out. Um, but like just like nose to nose, have they met each other? No. Now today being day two for us, and also first day that stitches start dissolving, um he's much more playful. He literally just kind of clings on to you when you get on his level and scratch and love on him. So he's doing good. The door's open. There is like a an absolutely big, huge air like shoe rack that's in between my door and the door frame, so that they can kind of like have the door open, but there's still like a barrier there. It's like having a come along or a pass over. You know, animals won't usually pass over that because they can't like they go through it and they don't like that. It scares them. So it's probably the easiest way without going and buying like a baby gate or something. So I was like, smart. Like animals don't. That would be like a come along or a passover. They're not going to want to like put their feet through it. So anyway, right now they're doing good. Right now I can see his eyes. He's looking at me, looking at him, talking to y'all. So we're just letting him acclimate. Uh, he's the boss of himself, and he'll be out. I'm gonna spend today pretty much with him all day, and we're just gonna hang out. We're gonna have the door open. Um, Cole usually hangs out with his mommy when she's at work, and today's a work day. So today is like, typical what it'll be like, Monday through Friday around here. So just he'll get used to it. I'm so exciting. I do have a new love. This is my year of the lover's card. My tarot card of the year is the lover's card this year. And I'm ready. I'm ready to open my heart up again. And this was a way that makes me vulnerable, yet also very protected, because I don't know what y'all think, but he is so gorgeous. He's so black. He's almost like got purple blue in his fur. He's so black. He's like blue black. He's so gorgeous. He's a fat boy. They did say, and like his paws are huge. Like he's going to be a large cat. So it's like I'm gonna look up like some of those canine like find out like the canine, excuse me. I don't see any like Maine Coon in his ears or anything in it too. You would see the Maine Coon, and well, you would see it at kitten, but I don't see it. But there's definitely something in there that makes him incredibly large. Like he's just large, and I want to know like what makes you so large. He's a big boy. Yeah, they said he'd probably maybe be at least 11 to 16 pounds. And I was like, oh my God, like he's already 8 pounds. Holy crap. He's going to be a big boy. So right now, I'm buying for large. Like we bought a large bed. Um, the hide is for a medium. But he fits in it. So for right now, he fits in the hide. When he outgrows the hide, we'll put the hide up and we'll get him a new hide. But he does like the hide. At night, he likes to lay in the hide. Last night, he slept not in the bed with me, but he laid on the bed with me for the first time last night. It was wonderful. We sat there and watched the Y Files. It was great. I am so excited. Midnight Blue. Yes, yes, yeah. He's wonderful. So He does have some goodies. Like I said, they're just some toys. I don't think I put anything major. I put a couple little outfits, like clothes, like little collar things.
Show him the collar that you haven't put on him
Oh,
yet. But
yeah, I haven't got that collar on him yet, but here's his collar. Um, I'm going with midnight blue for him because of how like purplish blue his coat is. So I'm obviously doing the deep navy, but we're doing moon.
But isn't that perfect?
It is so cool. And obviously, like I said, he's already registered to me. He's registered to this address. I will. It's really not.
Oh, okay.
It's really not that heavy. So, but I've been letting him like jingle play with it, and he's been playing with it, so he gets his scent. He knows it's his.
I think that
I don't. Is Brother Thomas here for me's? Because I have seen some me's, but if not, somebody start grabbing some me's, and we will get going here.
We'll have to give this some thought. It just occurred to me that if because before we're like, yes, put a collar on him with a bell so we know where he's at. Well, that kind of will make it a little bit unfair because Cole could sneak up on him without a bell. So we might have to even the territory. They both gotta have bells.
He's a predator. I don't think anything's gonna sneak up on him very easily.
I don't know, but we'll figure it out.
Yes, I'm not worried about it. Yes, ma'am, Miss Moonlight. Yes, ma'am. He will once it gets warmer, and I know like right now, because he's completely clear, he has no fleas or no dander, he has no ear mites. I don't have like eventually I've got to get all that, like the ear wipes and all of that. It will start building up. But I do want to keep him completely indoor. I do not want him going in and out or none of that. He is neutered, but I don't care. No, he was born domestic. He will stay domestic. He doesn't have to fight. I've seen a lot of the cats in this area, and that it breaks my heart how many cats are just free range running around here, and most of them look sick, guys. Like I think because we got to Chloe and Binks so quickly with them ripping them basically out of their shelter, they got that thickness, that fullness that a lot of cats aren't getting because they've ripped out all of the places that they would have found food. And believe me, there's not a lot of food around here right now because they're ripping it all out to lay down concrete everywhere. So the wild ones around here are not looking the greatest. They're looking very skinny, very skinny. It's kind of heartbreaking, but and I wouldn't want a chance bringing anything to Cole ever. So I absolutely, like I said, I did my homework. I knew what I wanted, and I wanted to adopt. That meant the most for me, is to know they were loved and taken and brought into a loving environment. And Kaneko is literally hit the jackpot because Cole is gonna love him. Cole has cat best friends, Riley and Bobby and Gray. He loves cats. Cole loves cats, so they're gonna be best friends. I already know it. I already know it. They're gonna be best friends. Won't go out if the door was open. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And then I really want to keep him indoors right now, only because I don't have like a flea medicine. And yes, I impulsively brought him home, but I needed him, guys. I needed him. I needed him. I was not gonna cave and give in and go back to cigarettes, but I really needed him. And I've needed him for a while, and I've been looking for a while. I just wasn't able to afford. And when he grabbed me, I knew it was it. I was not leaving there without him. I really actually wanted an orange cat because of Ronnie, because of Run. I had orange cat behavior all in my soul, and he literally hugged me, and that was it. It was over with. He's playing hard to get right now, but he knows he's a lover, right? Oh my god, because he knows he's so gorgeous. Just wait, I'm telling y'all, wait till y'all see him. Like, he's gorgeous. He's gorgeous. He's just looking at me. Like, Mom, I see you. I see you too. He's gorgeous. He's gorgeous. All right, so I do see some me's. I don't see Brother Thomas. Brother Thomas is probably asleep. Shall we do our what we always do here? Let's see. Let's see. Because we have been going strong. And we got people that needs to go. All right, let's go. Brother Thomas. Brother Thomas. Brother Thomas. Let me guess. Prescriptions, right? Prescriptions. Oh, yeah, I need to get those. All right, well, shoot. Every time I turn around, it's prescriptions. All right, 1 second, guys. Never mind. Never mind. I'm just gonna like let that go. Thank you, Rossi. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So list Rossi, Angie, Josh, Tina. Look at that. Convenient. So anyway, I was able to get him a large giant bag of food, but I do need to get like some sealed like I need to get two actually. I need to get a container for his food cuz I mean it's Florida and we have mice. So I need to get a container for his food and I need to get a container for his litter because with my breathing conditions I can't use just any kind of litter. Um and no, I can't afford that one doctor whatever's litter that's hyperallergenic. That is unrealistically out of my price budget. Point blank period. Um, Within my price budget is either cedar chips or paper pellets, and also for health conditions for me, and also health conditions for said Kaneko. So Kaneko for right now is on paper pellets. If anybody has a recommendation that is hyperallergenic and or safe, I can't do litter, guys. I can't do the dust. It will get trapped in my lungs, and I'll never get it out of my lungs, and I'll have litter dust trapped in my lungs forever and ever. So, no litter. I love pine pellets. I love pine dust, pine shavings. I love using pine. The problem is when I buy it in like 9 cubic pound bags because I either used it for livestock or, um, snakes or ferrets or guinea pigs or something. So I needed cubic feet of it. I don't need cubic feet of it for Kaneko. So uh, if you happen to, I think you have my phone number, right? Anyway, links would help me. Links would help. So, all right, Rossi, number one. All right, so this week we are inspired by one, a familiar. That familiar can literally be anything or whatever kind of animal. But the other thing we are inspired by is the witches this week. So we do have a message from Metatron and Shakina, and we also have a message from the witches because we're a little over a week out from entering into the Sabbath of Embolic, and that is approaching. Woohoo! Bringing in a lot of goodies. So Embolic roughly February 1st. So the witches, which y'all, I'm gonna have the had I not brought you know who into my life this weekend, I would have brought the tarot deck into my life this weekend, and I'd be matching this with a tarot. But anyway, so the witches have a message. So you have a message from Metatron and Shakina, and you have a message from the sister witches. All right. So the message. I think I've heard this already once today. So it's not necessarily really hermit mentality, but hermit mode, right? So, no, I'm not going to say hermit mode for the next week and I'll see you on Monday and have a great one. No, but the calm stillness that comes with the hermit, right? So, you don't want to think isolation when you think hermit mode. You want to think a willing, just needing calm, still meditation, peace, chill space, right? Kind of what I'm giving Kaneko right now. Just chill space. I'm not forcing him out from under my bed. I can be that kind of mom, and because he literally just is so ready, but I'm not forcing him. And I'm not gonna. I'm not that type of mom anymore. I am not a drill sergeant. I am using him for his own essence, his meditation, his stillness, his calm. So that deep quiet is coming in for you and also paired with the energy of hummingbird. So, Rossi, I want you to understand that hummingbird is heavy luck that the universe is sending in right then and there. When it shows up right then and there, it's because the universe knows something that we don't know. But inside that still, deep, quiet, that meditation is your healing energy. But at the same time, that luck doesn't show up there. The luck shows up when the hummingbird out there somewhere. It doesn't matter where out there is, but as long as out there is out there, there is where you're going to find your hummingbird. So remember, your hummingbird will be found out there, not inside, not when you're inside your temple, when you're inside your mind, when you're inside that peace, that calm, that still. Down in your roots, they want you to get really curious to things. I mean, literally get curious to things. You have smoke and mirror showing up because it's time for you to literally say, mirror, mirror on the wall, and then find out just exactly where that mirror is about to send you. This ain't about who the fairest of them all is. You are. Obviously, it's your mirror, it's your wall. So therefore, you better be the fairest of them all. No, what are we going to be curious about? What are we going to deep dive? What are we going to look into? What are we going to learn to explore? Are we going to understand differently? So get really curious in a very healthy way, right? This is the curiosity that does not kill the cat. Literally. That's the unrecurious. That's the curious that could get you in trouble. That's not the curious we're talking about. We're talking about the curious that lands you running right into the hummingbird, like going into a store, a secondhand store, a hole in the wall door that you didn't know was there, and you're curious, well, what's in here? What's on the other side? Look, look, be curious. Literally, be curious. So the sister witches say snowflakes. Every moment is sacred and it's also a sacred gift, a blessing that you should never take for granted. Always remember that when you're healing yourself, and if you use the essence of the witches and the magic that any witch, including yourself, warlock, sorcerer, offers, gives, it came with the influence of this. It came with the essence of knowing it's a sacred gift. It is a blessing. Also, knowing that you have support no matter what you get into this year, no matter how it looks to you as we get into and bring in our energy as we approach the spring. Also, remember that the silk moth is going to be with you, whether it's for a week, a month, or the rest of the year. Remember that this is about conviction. So every time the silk moth shows up, remember there is conviction in the air, whether it's your conviction or it's someone else's, and you're just witnessing it, or you're being able to just gather the information, or maybe you're able to just show support because you have support. However, that conviction looks. Silk moth is your moment to know that it's happening right then and there. That's what I've got for you. I gotta find the new list. Okay, let me see here, guys.
Mr. Nosy over there.
Who's Mr. Nosy? I'm looking for a list, guys. Hold on a second. Homework, there's gotta be a list, right? Okay. Well, Miss Moonlight, I see yours. Okay, hold on. There's gotta be a list, right? Give me a second, guys. What? There it is. Okay. Angie, Josh, Tina, Miss Deb, Miss Moonlight. Okay. What are you doing, Freddie?
Get together, woman.
Me?
I'm just kidding.
Okay. All right. All right, Angie. All right, Angie. Oh my goodness, there's 2 animals. Okay. All right, well, everything else is the same. Okay. All that goes over there. All right, that's from the witches. This is from Metatron. I mean, they really need you to dive into something. And I have a feeling it has something to do with a community right now. Even if you have to do everything online and you can't be out there for whatever reason, right? Now, granted, in the summer, I have to take into accountability my skin, and I have to protect my skin, and I have to wear skin protectant, and I just have to really protect myself in the summer. And the winter, I can really engage in some of those outdoor activities that I can't endure in the summer unless I just literally want to cook my skin and be in the water or be out in it. With that being said, you have to learn something deeper. You have to know it more on a deeper knowledge. And if you don't understand it on a deeper knowledge, then you may not ever understand it. So, deep diving and gathering is coming into play for you, not just this week, but I think by the looks of it, it's going to be your entire year because they paired it with owl and the shaman, right? So, when you think about the owl and the shaman, these are both kind of teachers, messengers, bringers of knowledge of some form, of some seeking um, protection, understanding something. But also, owls are nocturnal. Owls see things differently because they can see in the darkness where usually we can't see in the darkness. Now, eventually, our eyes adjust and we can start making out some shadows and some shapes and things that our conscious and subconscious brain memorizes that we see every day. We just don't realize that our brain is subconsciously remembering what that could look like in different hues and different cast and different shadows. So when you are dealing with something that sees everything in nocturnal, they'll never really see anything in the light of day, right? They may look, but that doesn't mean that they're going to see it in the light of day. They are going to see things nocturnally. So use your x ray vision, your owl vision, to understand why you have a shaman and an owl showing up for you with dig deeper and know your community. So you need to dig deeper into your community. There's something you need to know, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. The only one that knows right now is the people that you aren't diving deeper with, and they're not willingly telling you. So get out there, get into your community, and find out. Maybe there's a blessing waiting for you. Maybe there's a lesson. I mean, this world is full of lessons and blessings. Everything in life is either a lesson or a blessing. It's how you perceive it. So you need to get out there and you need to deep dive, not just you, your community. You need to understand more openly, not negatively, not the same way you remembered it or knew it yesterday. This is a different way. This is a new day. New day, new day, new day. You have 2 animals coming in, and the blowfly for obviously observation, and for authority, you have the ibex coming in. So you have a rabbit but not just any rabbit, an ibex, and then you have not just a fly, but a blowfly. Blowflies are giant observers. They witness everything. Hmm. I see some similarities there. All right. The witches want you to understand rosemary a whole lot better. Rosemary showed up for me today too, so I'm going to start working with it. But rosemary bread, this sounds interesting. Share share and commune with the ones who mean the most to you. Break bread with the spirit of rosemary, which will call for healing and mending. And it says, access the clearest thinking. Clearest. That means you're making the best choices, the smartest choices, the healthiest choices. So if you are accessing your clearest thinking, that means you are in touch and healing the subconscious and the unconscious with your conscious. You're bringing all three of them together as one because you are one. That's your feminine, your masculine, and your inner child all becoming one. You are one, not three. That's what I've got for you, sweetheart. Mousie's here. Mousy! Mousy, mousy, mousy. Listen, it was so funny, right? Over the weekend, they kept saying, well, can we call him we'll call him Mr. Mousy because his name is Mr. Kaneko. So we were calling him Mr. no matter what, right? Like I knew it was going to be Mr. because we have Sir Cole. We needed a Mr., right? So anyway, so yeah. They were like, we're just gonna call him Mr. Mouse. And I was like, oh my god, that's so damn cute. It almost stuck until they came in with Kaneko. And I was like, oh, and then I played with how to spell it. Oh, it was over with. I went to bed with it on my brain. I guess I slept with it all night in my brain because it was literally like when I woke up, I was like, where's Kaneko? And he responded to it, and he responds to Mr. So Mr. Kaneko responds. He's wonderful. But yeah, the second he heard like the sounds, because we were making all kinds of sounds, because you never know, right? You never know what they're gonna react to. They may react to a W sound, an R sound, an S sound, a T sound, an A sound, an E sound, a D sound. But they called him Strummer, and I couldn't get anything. But I was like, okay, so played around with a couple of different S's, and we literally were thinking up every kind of S name we could think, and we're like, oh my god, maybe it's not an S. Like he didn't even bat an eye. It was just like that wasn't his sound. So it wasn't his sound. But he absolutely responded, and that was it. And then when I woke up, I knew. I was like, oh yeah, it's definitely Kaneko. All right, so we have Josh, then Tina, then Debs, then Miss Moonlight, and Jazz. So, Josh, you are up. So, I didn't get any carts or anything. So, if I do get any donations, they will be going for a cart. I do need to get a cart. Because I did use everything that you guys had sent in for him and his birthday, so he would be comfortable at home and healing because he's still healing from surgery, so it all takes time. Oh Jesus! Oh, all right, let's go. Mannix. Ooh, Mannix. I like Mannix. All right. Water adaptability. Drum. Water drum. Like so, you can like I've seen them do like paint and stuff, and I'm sure you could even do water. It would be some kind of water effect. Yeah, that might be cool. So okay. Anyway, all right. Here we go, Josh. So water and drum is coming in, right? So water can be used for a lot of things. You can bless the water and it becomes protection water. You can set it by the moon with silver and it becomes consecrated, or by the sun and silver and it becomes consecrated. So now it's blessed water that you can use for different things, for blessing and cleaning. You can use water for channeling, for scrying, for cleansing, for washing, scrubbing, sacred, like sacred things, like when you sacred, do a hand washing or a feet cleansing, like you can do it sacredly, but you can also use it for protection. So, um, because for me, drums are used for protection, and for rhythm, right? Like, I love a drum. I'm probably a drumline kind of girl. And if an instrument was to call my name, it would be the drums, or obviously the ivories, because I love my piano fingers. Um, and although I haven't touched keyboard in a very long time, anyway, drums. So you have drums and water coming in for you that are showing up this week. They could last just the week, or it could last the entire year, because adaptability and reunion shows up, right? So when water holds memory. Okay. Wood, water, they never forget a memory and they don't forget an energy. Okay. So as a Cancer, don't get caught up in it. Don't get caught up in the nostalgia that a Cancer can get caught up in. Pisces, they're floating so deep, the fucking nostalgia can't even they can't even float that deep, right? They are literally going to drown because it's immature energy, but not a Cancer. No way, it's the exact opposite. Drum. When you feel the water coming in, drum. If you don't have a drum, beat your hands. Beat your hands. You can make a drum. You can make a beat. You can make it repeat. Anyway, you get the hint. You get that. So, rekindle. There's something trending. You're walking on old ground again. There's a reason you need to learn to bend something differently about yourself, or otherwise you're going to break yourself, and you can't allow yourself to break. So you're going to have to learn to bend, and the only way to bend is to learn to adapt. So learn. Use the drum for the water. Basically, turn the water off. Take positive action immediately. Allow Aquarius to come in. All are capable of dreaming, but not all those who that do surrender to the vision. Take positive action. While you are remembering all of the visions, if you do not take advantage of it, you take a chance of losing it. You also have Hawk coming in. Hawk is about messages. So every time you see a hawk in the sky, know that they are coming in with a possible message. Could be coming from source, could be coming from one of your spirit teams, could be coming from the great divide, the abyss, who knows? Limbo itself could be sending you a message. I don't know. But if you see it circling and it's a hawk and you're sure it's a hawk and it's circling, it's trying to tell you the circle is the warning. It sees something. Now it's trying to see what exactly it sees. It's trying to register what is it seeing. It's not hunting, it's not stalking. So what is it that it's seeing? Is this something that is hunting you, stalking you? Do they see something that you don't see ahead of you? If you see the figure 8 sort of movement, you are a half a step in their eyes off your path. So pay attention and understand what they're doing. If they're just flying with you, then they are just flying with you and they have a message for you and it's all wonderful. If they are circling, they are letting you know something could be circling you. Pay attention to your surroundings. If it is the figure 8, they are telling you you're off your path. I'm not making this figure eight to impress you. You're off your path. You are nothing more than a half step off your path. Step back onto your path. Wherever you're going, wherever you're headed, you're going in the wrong way. Pay attention. That's what I've got for you. All right. Tina, then Debs, Miss Moonlight, and Jazz. Tina. Oh, well, this is wonderful. This is wonderful. Really? I love it. Okay. Tina, flexible. Really, that's where we're starting at. You get the weasel. The weasel is about learning to be flexible. Your meta message is all about magic. Magic can be quite flexible. I'm a chaos witch or eclectic, whatever you want to call it. I practice expression. What I'm telling you is that I am a solo practitioner and I make it mine. I am the magic. I don't have to conjure it from some other place and space and time. I am the magic. I don't have to conjure it. Learn to be flexible. Learn to bend. You are the wizard. You are the alchemist. You are the magician. This is the year of 10-1. You can be the 10-1. You can be the wheel and be the wizard. You can just be the wizard and simplify it. Not have it overly complicated and always going up and down. No, simplify it. If you can't handle the wheel and the magician, simplify it. Nobody says there's anything wrong with that because you always break the 2 digits down to 1, and 10 is a 1 with a 0. I like the 10, 1. You may not. You may like just the 1. And all I'm going to be is pure magic. And I'm going to learn to bend it and shape it and mold it and make it everything it can be. The other thing that they want you to realize is that there's no obstacle that you cannot overcome because you keep overcoming them and you do keep reaping the benefit of it. You do keep having the best renewal when it comes to understanding that you don't see the obstacle. You see the lesson and or the blessing, and you take it head on for what it is. When you call a spade, and when you stay current, when you stay present, you get the benefit because you're there to receive it. Everything that you are doing is about releasing something else. The witches say that groundhog is your card. Wake up, dear one, for the slumber which you found comfort, for there is truth in seeking and being ready to acknowledge it. Well, you kind of already are. You've been releasing fear. You've been releasing anything that could and should and would have held you back in the past. That's why there are no obstacles, blessings right now. Even if it's a lesson, some of those lessons are hard. They hurt like a son bitch. But that doesn't mean that it wasn't valid, and that doesn't mean that it wasn't warranted, and that doesn't mean that it wasn't necessary. So unfortunately, sometimes we just have to accept the fact that life is a lesson and or a blessing. So continue to not see the obstacle, but to see the mountain for what exactly it is and realize, are you going over the mountain? Are you going under the mountain? Or are you going through the mountain? However you get to that mountain, as long as you do it with the best of intentions and your truest self leading the way, there'll be no personal gain involved and there'll be nothing stopping you either. That's what I've got for you. Maruta, Maruta, Maruta. The ones you have to teach, man, that tough love sometimes is. And I lived there for the longest time. If I couldn't make it work with my son, I don't deserve, and I don't this. And that's exactly where I was. Boy, I gave myself some of the toughest love because my own son didn't want me. Quentin loves me. He wants me. He just also needs to feel and do whatever this part of his journey is. And he doesn't need mom doing it for him. And I would have. And I couldn't do it for him. So I learned a lot of hard lessons too. And my kids made sure of it. um, when he's ready, he knows where my door is. Well, not actually. And he knows how to get in touch with me. That's all that matters. And then I can't wait to introduce him to the ocean when he's ready. All right. We have Debs, Miss Moonlight, Jazz, Marota, and Mousy. All right, Debs. I mean, wow, that's gonna be incredibly powerful. Like either way you go. So I guess we're just gonna start it at what it is. So what it is what it is. Your roots are not an empty well. Matter of fact, it's the exact opposite, right? I love when this card shows up in the challenge position. This tells me that you literally have a well that is runneth over. Literally runneth over. I know that feeling because I have hope coming out of every orifice of me at every moment, every time, every second, every breath of every day. I don't care how bad it is. I don't care how hard I'm crying, how hard I'm struggling. There is hope. And once I'm done in that horrible moment, I'm going to go back and I'm going to sift through the tower, the destruction, the pain. And I'm going to find every grain of sand because that was all I needed in the beginning and I didn't recognize it. I didn't see it for what it was. I didn't understand that strength was laying inside of me. Well, that becomes so much stronger the more you build that optimistic up, that possible hope that never runneth dry. Well, that's where I am. And if you have that much hope to where your well is runneth over instead of runneth dry, all I can tell you is that you are doing exactly everything that your roots need in the parts that the sun can't reach, right? What does that mean? Every beautiful flower, every gorgeous tree, everything that starts in the dark, in the dirt, in the mud, the sun does the top. The earth does the bottom. The earth receives it. The earth nourishes it. The earth holds it, protects it until it's ready for it to expose itself to the sun. So whatever it is that is growing down there in them roots, this year, this week, this moment, it is a yes. And it's not just a yes, it's a flourishing yes. It will flourish. Keep going because it won't stop until it reaches the sun. That's a lot of growth. Keep going. You're getting back to something that you thought maybe you lost along the way, but either way it goes, continue losing your compass because losing your compass reminds you how much you love humanities, how much you love yourself. And when we love ourselves, when we trust ourselves, and when we respect ourselves, guess what? We start seeing humanities the same way because we don't disrespect ourselves. We're not going to do it to other people either. They're healthy patterns that you can start. And it's coming in paired with the energy of the ancient ones. The ancient ones are saying, come back to us. Come back to yourself. Come back to knowing what all three of your energies are: the mother, the father, the child, the father, the mother, the child. However you want to see it, the goddess, the god, the source within you, the version of you that meets you in the middle, that makes you want to learn more and become more, is reaching back. This is your year to understand that you may get lost a lot this year. It's happening for you. It's happening for you. Get out there and live a little. The witches are coming in saying your North Star. You are the embodiment of everything that you seek, walking with your purpose while focused on your path. Hello, embolic. You are your own North Star. What does the compass follow? Are you screaming it at the TV or your phone? Okay. We hear you. The witches hear you. We want you to know we hear you. You have barn oil owl coming in for you. This is about wisdom, knowing. Barn owls are some of the best owls, and they're also some of the loudest because they have to compete with a lot of other barn owls. So just know that. Also, trusting yourself is also a form of trusting your spirit team, but learning yourself and learning the difference between you and your spirit team helps actually know that, yes, you are the one that's ultimately making the choice to do it. You're also knowing that you're the one making the choice to follow your team because you trust in them. So learn their voice, learn their feeling, maybe even learn their smell if they have a smell. Trust and listen. You have a very big year ahead of you. That's what I've got for you. All right, Ms. Moonlight. All right. Ms. Moonlight, do you have the tarot to the Sisters of the Witch? If not, I know that our hostess does. I feel like I need to know what the tarot says. Like, I feel like this is very important right now. So, if you have it, pull the very, like, shuffle one time and then pull the very top card. If you don't have it, that's okay because our beautiful hostess has the deck. And until I get it, she graciously will pull a card if I tell her which card. So either way, the very one top card. Well, anyway, yours is Amethyst. And I would love to know what the Sisters Tarot says because Amethyst says that you must follow your spirit and the spirit that dwells. You, where your sight is clear and your breath is liberated, the freedom, the winter season of the witch. See, I think so. I want the tarot, but I don't have it yet. But yes, I think so. Anyway, I think it's the winter tarot. If you have it, I want to know what the number one card is. So there is something you feel that you have to hold control over, and they're letting you know clearly you don't have control over it, unfortunately. Sometimes we have to accept change, even when we don't want to. This is the hardest, fastest moving change card that comes outside of, in my opinion, the Rider in a Lenormand deck, right? Because it's very swift. It's not always either a blessing, but it's change. It's very swift. It's very coming. So when Harold comes in, he's coming in because a huge shift. It's already en route. Like I'm trying to outrun the nothing from the never ending story. It's already taken up everything on the West. You ain't got no choice. And they paired this with the wheel. And again, this is the year of the 10-1. So I am by birth a 10-1. So I will always take the 10-1 because I am constantly moving up and down and I am chaos and I love it. And I will always be eclectic. And I love that about me and my ownership. But some people don't always like that. And because there is that option of, well, there's 2 digits there, you can combine. You can be the one. But even if it's the magician, or even if it is both, it's coming in quickly, it's coming in very rapidly, and it's not stopping. So 6 of winter. 6, Winter of Swords. Okay. So well, 6 of Swords, right? I mean, hold on. 6 of Swords. Cheat here. Cheat here. 6 of Swords. Moving forward. Necessary transition. Okay, yeah, this is being forced to relocate, but this you don't have to relocate, but something has to change, right? It does have something to do very much, like I said, with right now, right timing, because you do have the 10 coming in, but it is also the middle. This isn't the upper and this isn't the lower. This is right here. This is right now. Amethyst comes in, like I said, you need to really focus on not just you, but you need to really understand that you need to be led with clear mind and clear sight. And if you are not letting go of control and letting them lead you, if you are being stubborn, that is why they wanted you to understand it's necessary. That's why they wanted the matching tarot. And they kept saying, we need the tarot, we need the tarot, we need the tarot. It's not going to make sense. Something, honey, you're the only one that knows what it is, but you've got to let it go. You cannot hold on to it. The Orb Weaver comes in for imagination. You can build it. You can even creatively put fancy, wonderful, positive affirmation words in your web. You can weave this into your life right now. But either way you look at it, there's no going back. And you cannot have control because you can't clearly see it yet. But once you can, and once you can clearly hear it as well, you can then have control back because they know you'll be making the correct, right choices. That's what I got for you, babe. I cannot wait to have that tarot because it's going to go so good with every one of these. Thank you, Rossi. Thank you. I love that you help me with that every single time. You're welcome, beautiful Miss Moonlight. I love you so much. Oh, it's freeing. Man, isn't it? Isn't it freeing? Like, to not want something that I have wanted. Like, to just know he's right there. Okay, he moved back a little bit, and that's okay because I was not going to happen. So, anyway, he's right there. It's the best part. The best part. Miles is he is a sneaky little some. I don't think you're the only one he's working on, Rossi, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because a little birdie was all in someone else's. Okay, so we're not gonna name names or point fingers or anything like that, but somebody else this morning was talking about how they felt like they were being pushed, moved, yanked into the situation of learn more, practice more, inspired. I like that word, inspired. Anyway, So I love that you are feeling that push, Rossi. I love that. I love that. Because it's just showing up more and more and more and more and more. And I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. All right. 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 Are we on Maru? No, jazz. We're on jazz, right? I actually think if I had that deck, they would let me use it because I don't think it has like the uh it was there's no part of it I believe that is set up for. Okay, y'all don't come for me. I'm talking about the RWS, right? I don't resonate with that shit. No way. I mean, I tarot quite differently than a lot of other people, and I love people that tarot their own way, like tarot your way. Yes. Anyway, not necessarily just Brother Thomas, but like how you tarot. Um, I love it. Anyway, jazz. Okay, jazz.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, what?
I missed. Okay, so I was not watching the live, doing other things, overheard you, interjected, came in to check the chat, see Rossi about Miles getting me to start reading cards and participating in lives.
Uh-huh.
OMG, Rossi, we will be talking.
I'm telling you, if I thought if that deck would be in the house, I bet someone else might actually be curious to it because she loves Oracle, right? And anyway, it's not set up where it's programmed. I don't know. I can't make any determinations. I can't say anything. But I held it this weekend. I was not able to get it, and it was only $20. Like, damn it! I'm gonna hate that I didn't get that deck because I could absolutely see me shuffling it and showing it off right now. But it's okay. I needed to spend every dime I had on Kaneko, and with what I've been able to save with not buying cigarettes and with what you guys contributed and kicked in and donated, Kaneko is here and he's wonderful. Perfect. Okay. All right. So garlic always works when you believe, right? So if you don't believe that garlic works, then you can't run away energy vampires. So I'm going to need you to believe that vampires of all kinds, whether they suck energy or they suck blood or they just take time and all of the good out of you. However, these vampires are getting to you, I need you to really understand that they are making you very critical. Mm-hmm. When we start becoming the type of person that is critically always being that kind of thinker, the criticism becomes disgusting. I'm going to give you an example, okay? Back in the day, it would have been an honor to be a heathen and or a Dane. I, being my beautiful Norwegian, Puerto Rican self, would have been honored. I still am. I say heathen in a good way. I don't say it as an insult. I'm proud of my pagan background, traditions. Am I a outright practicing? No, no. It's in my lineage. It's in my bloodline. It's part of me. Something I'm proud of. Now, what am I saying? Over the weekend, while out picking up necessary essentials for Kaneko, I hear a very rude, in my mind, ignorant individual say, damn heathens, lazy ass heathens, can't even put their cart back. Were you scared it was going to scratch your Tesla? Why do they have to be ignorant, retarded heathens over a shopping cart? You and your Tesla don't have to be so insulting or so insulting with your criticism. Now, today we don't live in the same day we lived in a different way. My grandfather believed me and raised me to believe that a fool was a good thing. To be foolish is wonderful. To be a damn fool is retarded. But go out there and be a fool. Be ignorant to things in a good way. Have self confidence in a good way. Know what you will and won't do in healthy moderations. With that being said, if you cannot be nice or you have nothing nice to say or think, that is sometimes criticism. Whether you're being it to yourself or you're being it with other people, listen, you have to temper it. You have to temper it. You have garlic in reverse and criticism upright. Temper your criticism and learn a whole lot about garlic. Let me tell you what the witches say about garlic. It is so unwise to walk around beyond the boundaries of something you have yet to expand on. You can't protect when you don't know, right? Protection is a must. If everything is a criticism in your eyes, if you aren't open to understanding and seeing it in a new perspective or in a new way, listen, it doesn't make you a bad person. But sometimes we are hurting ourselves and we are sabotaging ourselves. So, if no other reason other than for self love and protecting your future, understand that it is your duty. Seahorse is in reverse here. Duty, seahorse, it's in reverse here. Look, you got a dragonfly and another seahorse, and this seahorse over here saying duty. This one saying protect your future. Listen, nobody is being judgmental. Nobody is pointing fingers because that's not what the fuck we do on this channel, and I will not fucking allow it. I will boot your ass out of here for that shit. We don't do it. Connection, baby. Connection. Find it. If it's in your subconscious, find it this year. Boot it out. Evict it as of today. If you know it's not you, find it and get it the fuck out. Tell it you can't be here. We are open-minded here. We are open to honesty, even if it sounds like constructive criticism. That is a real thing. That's a real thing. And it will help you. Changing your perspective will ultimately change your life. I promise. And sometimes perspective is just a matter of a few simple words. So really scratch your life, as my grandfather would say. Something in there does not deserve you right now. It doesn't. And your critical thinking about it isn't deserving of you either. So turn it around, ground yourself as much as you can, and realize that 2026 is a brand new opportunity for you to ground into all earth energies and current present mind frame. Not yesterday, not tomorrow. Current right now. That's what I've got for you. And listen, take everything that resonates. What don't apply, let it fly. And if it didn't resonate, I completely apologize and come back another day and we'll try it again. But they're just cards, and that's just what they say on my end. Bulls rush in. I know that's right. I know that's right, because I am rushing in. Like, the crowd going that way, I'm going that way. Like, what they running from? Yeah, I'm that one. What they running from? Now, if I get to the point where I can see it and I need to be going, I'm gone. I can't fight no 35-foot troll. You got me fucked up. Be realistic. I need to go get a bigger shovel and a bigger stick. I'll be back for your big ass. All right, Maruta. Maruta. Ooh, I love this. I love this. I love this. I love this. Ooh, I love this. Ooh, I love this. Anytime I can grab my hagstone, it's a good day. Maruta, go grab your hagstone, baby. Go grab that hollow bone. Go grab that moment because you're going to learn something new today. Today is the moment that you get to learn something new. Is it going to be about a hagstone? I don't know. Is it going to be about a hollow bone? I don't know. Is it going to be about a bone that has a fossil or a rutilated item that grew up inside of it? I don't know. But you're going to bless it. You're not only going to bless it, you're going to remind that stone, that crystal, that hagstone, that piece of something that was once alive. This is something that once was alive in the ocean, guys. This was doing its best, living its best. And now I try to honor the great energy of it every day by making sure it knows that it's wanted. It's just a crystal, right? No. It's a being. It's an entity. It's an entity. It's an energy. An energy never dies, right? So this thing was alive. This thing lived. This thing had hairs and things that grew on it, fossil-like, coral-like. It was a part of something bigger than it. And just because it's physical isn't there, the essence is still there. The energy is still there. The sacredness is still there. So that very teachable, very hollow hagstone and or bone is your moment to remember what it's like to have sacredness. The reminder that you hold the power, the energy in your hand. In your hand, you have a partnership that comes with an undying energy, an unrelentless loyalty to never give up on you, and a constant reminder that you are your biggest investment and your biggest supporter. And if you aren't investing in you, and if you aren't supporting you, then no one else is either. You are not just the epitome of something sacred, and you work with the exact perfect example of sacred. Everything about you, where you live in your mind, what you see in your eyes, what you speak, what you feel in your heart, what you bring to your roots. You keep it sacred. You show self-respect. And because you give your self-respect, everyone knows that you're not going to disrespect them because you're not going to disrespect yourself. Nobody that does that shit to themselves does it to other people. Only when you're doing it to yourself do you do it to other people. That's why you don't realize it, because you don't see it until you just don't do it anymore. And you look back and say, oh man, I used to do some stupid ass shit. Fuck. Well, there's somewhere else I can't disrespect myself about anymore because I now see it. So if I do it now from here on out, it's because I'm choosing to, but not you. You show respect at all times. You keep the temple together. The temple of life, the temple of the body, the temple of the mind, the heart, the soul, the roots. It all stays together. Shrewd comes in with excess, right? This means that you have an abundance, you have enough. You always are and will be a very lighthearted person and also very giving. So just know that this little beautiful little mouse isn't just a mouse that takes. This little mouse is one of the mice that give. They are the ones that will give offerings. They will give back to the community. They won't just fill up their little space. They will kick some out for someone else along the way that could be struggling a little bit or maybe needs their bells rung because you are their bell ringer. Maruda, I love you, baby, and that's what I got for you. And seriously, ring the bells. That's what I got. Ring my bell. Ring my bell. You need a hagstone. Well, let's find you one. Let's find you one. I know, I saw the hagstone. Okay, all right. All right, Rossi, I'll start building you a love box then. I'm itching to do a love box, y'all. I got to get a few more supplies in, but we'll get a mystery box or two in here. And you guys know there's always something y'all throw in the box for the next love box. So we'll see. Brother Thomas, we got a birthday box we're building for him. Well, it's about time to start getting some love boxes going. We'll get it going. All right, Mousy, you are next, babe. Woohoo! Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So Maruda has these, I believe they're Tibetan chimes. Oh my God, they are amazing! And I found some at Live and Let Live. Y'all, they were in my cart the whole time until I got to checkout. And then I had to stay committed to Kaneko, so I didn't get the deck. I didn't get the chimes. I stayed committed to Kaneko. His needs came first. So, Mousy, you are last. Tanisha, Tingsha bells. What Maruta is saying? Those kind of bells. They're those kind of bells. Anyway, ring them, baby. Anyway, they weren't those that I saw at Live and Let Live, but oh my God, they were some kind of yummy. And listen, when I rang them, the whole store was like, oh, that was nice. That was nice. I was like, damn, that sounded good. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And when he goes, I found out. Why is that in my head? I just got Sister Act in my head. I will follow him wherever he may go. Oh, I'm going to need to check on my feathers. Oh, where are my feathers? Kaneko, where are my feathers at? I'm going to tell Miss Janet on you. If you don't, I'm going to tell Miss Janet. Okay, anyway, we're going to start with the witches, and not everything is what it seems. Bring yourself back from a time and place, from all times and all places, as a new perspective should be seen and can be seen. Listen, I'm going to need some more feathers because I just noticed my tail feathers. Kaneko went after my tail feathers, and I only have the two. I'm not going to fight with him over tail feathers. I'll give him my tail feathers. But that means I'm going to need tail feathers. Because those are my only two tail feathers. And I need my heart. But he messed the heart up. Look, y'all. I don't know if it'll show up on camera. I really don't know if it'll show up on camera. It's probably not going to show up on camera. It's probably not going to. Yeah, it's not going to show up on camera. I promise. Kaneko? I'll find you some tail feathers. Because we do have the rooster showing up. Showing up for security purposes. I'm not kidding you. All right, Mousy. So, mouse, play with chicken. No, I'm just kidding. Rooster comes in for literally security and stability. When you understand that security is needed for the hen house, you definitely want a flogging rooster there to protect them. because there are things that will go after your hens and your chickens won't be protected. So make sure that security in your world is tight. So Rooster is coming in for you. Are they going to stay for the week, the month, the entire year? That is your connection to make with Rooster. If you make a good, strong enough connection, Rooster will ride the entire year out with you because there's one thing roosters love to do, and that is shake a tail feather and have something to protect. So if you give that rooster a reason and a place to be needed, mm, deep concentration comes in, and also understanding that you live and also probably work in a dream realm state of mind. So, understanding that everything that you look at is not exactly what it seems. Even if you're looking at it in real life, if you're looking at it on TV, if you're looking at it through the lens and the eyes of the screen, or if you're just looking at it through the perception of someone else telling the story. However, you are hearing it, receiving it, perceiving it, remember, it may not be exactly as it seems. There may be things withheld intentionally or purposefully, which I guess would be the same thing. But if you're intentively not telling the whole story, some people may see that not as you keeping privacy or keeping it uh your way. They may see it as a half truth or a lie. So be very, very open to what your dreams are telling you. Remember that there is a lot going on in your dreams, and sometimes it can get a bit overwhelming. So stay very focused when you are in that dream state of mind. The overwhelming part will be obvious in the very beginning, I do believe, but I believe once you get deeper into your quest and understanding, it gets easier and easier every time you get into those dream states of mind where you could be getting premonitions or cognitive or precognitive visions of some forth. Understand that you are being led to something intentionally from the other side, but it is up to you to figure out where that's going. And it's at that point you can overwhelm yourself a little bit. All of us can do it, and until we get in it and practice it with practice, we get better and better and better. So keep practicing no matter what you do. But remember, don't let yourself get overstimulated too much. Kind of go with the flow as much as you can. And remember, if you do feel the overstimulating part kick in, call for your rooster. I didn't get the snap out, but there you go. Call for your rooster. Call for that energy to come in and know that they need to protect you against this energy. Call them in when you're feeling the energy so that they know what they need to feel and sense it and come in before you can even call for them, because they know, oh, there's that feeling. And then you get the calming security feeling instead of the insecurity. And that's what I've got for you. Rooster even gets out of the coop before the hens. Check out the grounds. That's right. Until you hear the cock-a-doodle doo, the ground ain't clear. Trust me. I loved growing up, learning, protecting, building hen houses and chicken coops, and learning that I even had to put chicken fence under the coop because foxes and coyotes, guess what? They will dig under on that side and they will come up and dig through the bottom inside the center of your hen house or your chicken coop. I'm not kidding you. I've literally woke up going, them some bitches burrowed from this side to that side. What little things? Yes, they are. When they want something, they want it. But yes, there's always a way to keep security in mind and involved. Yeah. So anyway, that is our meta messages, guys. I am so happy. Let's see. Let's look one time. One time for the one time. Do we owe a thank you to anyone? Outside of those that was received over the weekend, they received their thank yous, no donations. Okay. All right. I love you guys. Feel free to knock yourself out and look at the wish list and look at some stuff for Kaneko. Like I said, right now his only necessity is a taxi. Um, and it's not a necessity right this second, but that is the only thing that I don't have for him yet, and that's all I'm saying. I have litter boxes, I have things, he has everything he needs. The only thing I just don't have yet is a taxi. So there are a couple on the wish list, and there are just some fun things you guys can get him, just so you guys can get him some stuff from his gems, because he is now part of our beautiful channel and our family. Yes.
I was gonna say, and to be quite honest, if you had, if you were gonna get together and people were gonna contribute to get something, another cat tree would probably be better.
I know. I'd rather have a cat tree
because you have
because
that
I
box,
want him
you
to
have a
move
carrier.
out of the room by the end of this week.
Just letting your
I
wonderful gems.
I know that. I would love to get, because I do have several that are like full-time supporters that I would love to get together and just look at some cat trees and find something that could be in the window in the living room or permanent, you know.
There's that cat window thing.
But that cat window one that we saw with the suction things, oh, it would be perfect. But anyway,
yeah,
that's like, I got to get him out of the room.
Those are just cherries on the top.
Those, exactly, not just cherries on top. We got to first get him out of the bedroom, but he has a medium tower now. But like I said, the only thing he doesn't have right this second, and if I would need to long haul him, would be a taxi. So I love you guys, and I will see you guys tomorrow for open mic, and I do believe we're still touching on conspiracy. So if you guys have any conspiracy goodies, tomorrow it's open mic. That means it's also open time. I don't know exactly. I may jump up in the middle of the morning and get on at the butt crack of dawn and do it, or I may do it at this time, or I may do it tomorrow night at some point. I don't know. Just make sure you have all of the bells and whistles, do all the YouTubey things. I will see you tomorrow, guys. Until then, sending blessings and positive vibes from me and Kaneko to each and every one of you. I love you, and I'll see you tomorrow. I can't wait to see what the gems send him. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing.
Are you done?